do. I love you. 11 in the morning, and then nothing to do. 11 to eat, and then the ocean and the things can we can do. I love you.
Hello, Flosstube friends. Hope you're having a good day. Today is June the 16th. This is my Flosstube number 14. I hope y'all enjoyed the entertainment at the beginning of the video. That is my great-granddaughter, and that's probably the best entertainment you're going to get on this video. So I think she's pretty cute. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. So hey, my needle has been on fire. I think y'all know last video I shared that I had 3 finishes back in May on my last floss tube, and today I have 3 finishes. So I'm going to share some finishes. I've got a little bit of whip, but most of my whip was involved in those finishes. So, and then I have a little bit of haul. So hopefully this won't be too long of a video, but I'm just anxious to share with y'all what I have accomplished since the last floss tube. So my first one I'm going to show you is my Blackbird Designs Yellow Submarine. This is one of in a series from Blackbird Designs, the Magical Mystery Tour from the Beatles. So this is Yellow Submarine. I stitched this on 40 count Dragonfly from XG Designs, and I just pulled threads from Stash that kind of matched the picture on the front. And I love it. I'm so excited to have that finished. I was a kid, like less than 6 years old when this song came out, so it's fun. Now I have a couple of frames that I had bought, and I thought I might see if y'all had any suggestions or advice. I had bought this one at Dollar General, $5, and I don't know if I can show you this one. I didn't know if the light frame or the darker one would go better. I'm kind of leaning toward the darker one because I just feel like the contrast makes it pop a little more, but I didn't know if it was just too dark. So if you have any opinions on that, I'd be happy to hear about that. So that is the Yellow Submarine by Blackbird Designs. And like I said, I stitched it on 40 count Dragonfly by XG Designs, and I stitched it in a stitch along from Stephanie at Cross Stitch the Globe, and Julie and Julian Stitches, hashtag Fab for FanSal, and also another stitch along for the Beatles series is by Sarah Stitchy Spot and a friend of hers on Instagram. Her name is Peg, and their hashtag is hashtag BBD Magical Mystery Tour Sal, I believe. And I will definitely put that in the description box. So I've done 3, I can't remember how many are in the series, but I've done 3 of them so far. So this is, I've done this one, I've done Octopus's Garden, and move the camera just a tad, and over there is, right there, is Strawberry Fields. So, there's that one. That's finished number 1. And, oh, and I had a birthday earlier this month. So, I wanted to show y'all my cute birthday card I got from my family. And it has a little, if you have earphones on, you may want to turn down your volume real quick, because I'm going to play it. You press this little button and it lights up. Oh, I just thought that was so cute. I wanted to share it with you guys. So, I have it over here. Makes me happy. So then I had another finish. This one is a start and a finish. I'm not sure what the acronym for that is, but I know it has one. But this was not in my whips, so you haven't seen this before. I started and finished this one since my last Flosstube, and I love it. It's been in my stash ever since it came out. It's called Mary Barton's Work by Mojo Stitches. I think, I don't remember. Yeah, I think I ordered the hard copy. I don't know if it's a download or not, but it is stitched on 32 count driftwood linen. And I had this linen in my stash for many, many years. It was purchased at my original LNS. The name of it was Ginger's, and it is since closed. And so yeah, I did it on 32 count. And I just wanted to talk a minute about different counts of linen. You know, we get our favorites. Like my favorite to stitch on is 40 count, and I love stitching on the 40 and 46 count. I love the one thread because it's so much easier. It makes your thread last longer, but you know, you don't want everything to be teeny tiny. You know, I love stitches where you can actually see the crosses and the texture of the stitch, the texture of the weave of the fabric. And so I just like to encourage people, this is 2/2, to not get yourself in a box where the only thing you want to stitch on is one count of fabric, because I like to switch it up and let the project tell me what it needs to be stitched on. And another reason I wanted to make sure that I had bought this used to be a clock. It's just got a plastic cover, but I took the clock part out. My daughter-in-law is going to cut me a chipboard circle, and I'm going to put that in there like that. And I think it's going to be really cool looking. So I wanted to make sure that whatever I stitched it on filled in that space real good. But yeah, just you know, switch up the count that you're stitching on every now and then. It gives you a little more variety and what you're stitching on, plus the final look. You know, I like the bigger count sometimes because, like I said, you can see your stitches better. And then I'm going to put this one on the board because it's amazing. I am so excited to have this one finished. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen all these finishes, but so you may know what this is already. Here she is, Queen of Freedom. I had a friend that I used to Zoom with. We've never met in person, but she had finished hers, and she so kindly allowed me to borrow her pattern, and I immediately made a working copy when it got here, put the original in my fireproof safe so that nothing would happen to her pattern. I have since got it back to her, and I just want you can see the little treasures in her hair piece. See the sparkle. This is the called for fabric. I think it's like a something latte. Pretty sure it's a 32 count to allow for the beading. In that in her piece here, you can see the beads as the fringe, and then beads at the corner of each of these stars. And then treasures at the ends of these little tassels. And then beads along the bottom here. But she is, I'm so excited to have her in my collection. I'll be taking her to get her framed soon. And I have another one that I want to frame similarly that I'm going to show you. I kind of would like to get maybe kind of an old-timey, antique-ish looking oval frame for these. This one I stitched back when it first came out. This is Lady of the Flag. Came out in 2001 and came in response to the 9/11, 9/11 attack. So this is a previous finish. I just wanted to share her again along with Queen of Freedom. Again, I believe this was on the called for fabric. and all the called for flosses and beads. Oh. So I'm excited to have that pair put together, framed kind of similarly and on the wall next to each other. So there is that. Those are my finishes. So just so happened that several of these were about at the same stage, you know, close to a finish, and I just had this urge to just pick them up and get through them and get them finished, get my whip numbers down, except for one of them didn't really do that because I started and finished it before y'all saw that. I'm not gonna take this. I'm gonna move on into whips. This is, I'm not gonna take it out of the Q-snap because it's kind of what I'm working on right now. And when I go sit down to stitch, it's what I'm gonna work on this afternoon. This is, I'll show you a picture of it first. This is gonna be a short video. I used to be a real slow pace. Drop my board here. Let me see if I can pick it up. This is the dwelling place. I'm stitching this on the 46 count Thornfield. Did I say 36 or 46? It's 46 count Thornfield by Needle and Flax. Designer is Teresa Kogut. I am stitching this with I Am a Stitch Nerd and Moonshine Stitchery. Laurel is I Am a Stitch Nerd and Phoebe is Moonshine Stitchery. So go check out their floss tubes and see where they're at. So I am stitching, what I've been working on is over here this set of flowers and those two little birds. And see if I can get this floss out of your way. That's where I'm at. See my floss hanging there because I'm working on that bird right there. This is kind of, you see how I kind of work on things. This is my favorite size Q-snap. I usually, when I feel like I want a couple of new Q-snaps, I buy a pack of this 8, and then a pack of 11, I think is what this is. And then I Frankenstein them to make an 8 by 11 because I like the shorter here, and that way when I'm reaching up here to the top, it doesn't make my arm tired. And I think they call this stitching in the whale. I put the back along so that when you're touching it, you're touching the back of the fabric. Sorry, you're touching the back of the fabric versus the front. And I don't have to tweak my wrist when I'm getting up underneath there. And so, yeah. This is, sorry about flapping. Teresa Kogut, The Dwelling Place. I am keeping track of my stitches on this, but I didn't sit down and write down where I'm at with all this. I just wanted to get to videoing because it's been a while. And quite frankly, the reason it's been a while, I'll be totally honest, is because this was stacked up with junk and I had to clean it up before I videoed. So it doesn't always look nice and clean like that. So don't let me try and fool you. The next one is, that I've been working on, is, it is called Horses in the Surf by Stitching Jules Designs. Let's see. It's all done in black and white. I'm stitching this with on 25 count Easy Grid Lugana 1/1 white Lugana, and I am stitching this using the black sulky, and it's got wonderful coverage, and this is where I am at. There. Really starting to see some things come together. That first horse, I'm excited. Hold on. Let's get this pinned on here so I can show it to you right. So the second horse is going to be coming in there, and then you'll start seeing that water splashing up. And so sorry if I'm not doing very well here. Never can seem to get the camera angle the same every time, so I can't. There we go. But this is just like, you know, people talk about a comfort stitch. This is one of those because you just don't have to worry about different colors and symbols and color changing. It's just one thread, one color. And I'm stitching block by block in a diagonal. So that's lots of fun. So that is all my whips. So I'm gonna pause for just a moment and get my little bit of haul, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I don't have a whole lot of haul, but I've been kind of getting in the patriotic mood with July coming up, and I'm excited. Next month I get to go to the Silver Needle for their summer, I think they call it their summer extravaganza or something like that. So I will be there. If you happen to be there and you see me, please come by and say hi. In person I can be a little shy, and so I don't always go up and say hi to people, but I'm trying to get better about that. But anyway, I'm so excited to get to go there, and I've been thinking, what am I going to take with me? And so I'm thinking I might take some patriotic projects for that. So, you know, I love Matilda. I consider her in the fancy lady category. I've got a couple up here on my, there's the Valentine one, and there's just the sewing one on with a tomato. And so I have I have it right here. I have the good luck one. I just haven't got that one finished and hung up over there. And so I needed the patriotic one. So that is by, where's her thing? Finally a Farm Girl. And I just think she's so cute. So she'll be a nice addition to my ornament tree. And then the second thing I bought, I don't think I showed y'all this last time. So if I did, I apologize, but you're gonna see it again if I did show it to you. So I have been admiring this one since it came out. And I'm not a huge fancy, I mean, other than Matilda, the fancy ladies with all the beading and Mirabilias, I like them, but my decor here at my house just doesn't really go with that style. But this one has caught my eye the minute I saw it when it came out, and so I finally bit the bullet and ordered Olivia the Forest Witch. I love the owl. I love the color, the olive color in her dress. And I just think she is gonna be so fun to stitch. And I went ahead when I bought the pattern. 1, 2, 3 stitch makes it so easy just to, I didn't kit up the whole thing because I want to go through my DMCs to see what all I have. I don't want to just buy it. It does make it easier for them to do all that work for you. But if I already have it, I want to use what I have. But I did buy the water lilies, silk for it that calls for, it calls for some Krynic. So I got those, and then I got all the meal heels. So got all those beads for it and the treasures. So as far as the specialty stuff is considered, it's all kitted up. Excuse me. And I need to order some fabric for it. So I will probably do that once I figure out what VMCs I need to order. I'll order the fabric along with that. So that is my haul. Put back in there. So life-wise, not a whole lot's been going on. Just been kind of slow, just at home. I work from home, so just been working and stitching after hours and just chillaxing, as the kids say. So, and watching a few series. I think we were watching Mind Hunter on, I don't know if that was on Prime or on Netflix, but it was interesting. It was back in the day where FBI had a division where they were just starting to figure out how to profile serial killers and stuff like that. And so they were interviewing some of the serial killers and stuff. Not, it was a drama. It wasn't true crime, but based on true crime. So it was interesting to watch. And then right now we've kind of gotten on to a series called White Collar. I like it. I like the characters and excuse me. So we're still on season 1 of that, and I think there's 5 seasons, so that'll keep us. I just hate looking for something to watch. I just want to turn the TV on and push play and just watch the TV and stitch and not have to mess with commercials and all that. So that's what we're watching right now is White Collar. So it's pretty good if you're looking for something to watch. I think it's on Netflix. So I want to mention a few floss tubes. I have mentioned Dina, the nightly stitcher, before. She is one of my, she'd be on my top 10 list. I enjoy her. She stitches a lot of the same kind of stuff that I enjoy, and she just recently finished a piece that she's been working on for a long time. I've enjoyed watching the progress on it. It was the Carriage House samplings alphabet blocks, and she did a great job on it, and it is so cute. And so, excuse me, my nose is running. The next thing, her next focus, she said, was going to be A Flower a Day by Carolyn Manning. And if you haven't seen that, you need to go watch her Flosstube, because it is so pretty. It's just so cheerful and colorful, and I just love it. Another one I love to watch is Kathy from the So-and-So's. She's a person that when she finishes stitching, she finally finishes it. So very inspirational on, you know, actually getting your items finished. And she's just got so much cute stuff to show. So definitely go check her out. And Katie with So Tattered, she just recently put out a new one. She is just adorable. And one that I don't think I've mentioned before, but I want to send a thank you out to Needleberry Stitchers. She did Dimensions Kit Parade, and I was just watching it actually today, and she mentioned one of the previous finishes that I had shared, and she mentioned me on there. And so I just wanted to say thank you. And if you are into Dimensions kits and Mirabilias, she is definitely one you want to go follow. She's got a vast collection of both of those, and just very fun to watch her channel. And then some new ones I wanted to mention, a very brand new Flosstube called Periwinkle Stitcher. My gosh, she's only been out for 4 weeks. She's got 2 videos, and she already has like 5,000 followers. So she is just very enjoyable to watch. So go check her out. One I've been watching, and I don't think I've mentioned her, and I need to mention her because I enjoy, her name is Danielle Jensen. On Instagram, she's the NV Slow Stitcher. I like her channel. She's a lot like me and talks, you know, her pace is nice and slow. Of course, today I feel like I'm talking a mile a minute, but she's got a nice, calming, low-pitched voice, and I just like to watch her channel. And then another one I've just recently found is Jen's Fiber Web. Another one that I enjoy listening and watching her. And she does knitting also, and man, does she have some cool socks. She can knit a sock, I tell you. That's the only reason I wish I could knit, would be to, I think those knitted socks are just so cool, but I wouldn't want to, I would not trust myself to not walk around outside with my knitted socks on, because I always catch myself out getting something out of the freezer out on the carport in my socks and stuff like that, because so I know I would just put holes in them, but they're so pretty. So yeah, go check her out. She looks like she is very, I've only watched a couple of her videos. In fact, I think the last one I watched may have been a whip parade, but she also showed some socks that she had recently finished, and she looks like a very prolific knitter. Very good job. So yeah, those are the floss tubes I wanted to mention. Other than that, I really don't have a lot to talk about. I've just been stitching and enjoying it, and enjoying it with my family, and so I will just sign off now. I won't just keep jabbering on, but I hope you enjoyed, like I said, I hope you enjoyed that little piece of sunshine at the beginning of the video, and I hope you enjoy the pictures that I'm fixing to put here at the end, and I will see you in a few weeks, and until then, I hope you are having a wonderful summer. I hope you have, well, if you're watching in places that are in winter right now, I hope you're having a good winter. And here in America, I hope you have a good July the 4th. And I will see you next time. And until then, stitch what you love and love what you stitch. And I'll see you next time.